Operation Equine is a 501c3 nonprofit organization where we do equine-assisted psychotherapy and learning and equine-guided education with military service members, veterans, first responders, and their families. We partner with two wonderful professional facilities to help implement our program. The first is Equine Partnership Program at Praying Hands Ranch in Parker, Colorado. We are fortunate to work with Lee Dudley, a licensed professional counselor who has over 20 years of experience specializing in treating trauma and attachment issues.
One of the modalities we use is the EGALA model. EGALA stands for the Equine Assisted Growth and Learning Association. In this model, we pair a mental health professional, a horse professional, and an equine all together to work with a client. Together, we facilitate an educated, ethical, and professional practice while incorporating horses in a therapeutic mental health session.
Another organization we are proud to partner with is Allegiance Ranch, located in Erie, Colorado, where we are equally fortunate to be able to serve our military service members, veterans, first responders, and their families. Working in these two special locations enables us to offer more services and deliver our programs to more people.
Animal-assisted therapy, if you don't know anything about it, it's just so soothing, it's so calming, it's so healing, because it's really introspective. You get to learn a lot about yourself.
For me, being around horses is just therapy. It makes me happy, it's my happy place.
When you really connect with an animal and you see that animal as a living, breathing soul, I really think it does provide an extra layer of empathy and compassion and concern that you can bring out into the world as well and connect better with people.
We might do a group activity that encourages team building. So if there's a group of people who either work together and know each other or who work in a similar line of work, we can do activities with the horses and with the team so that they can communicate better.
Horses are very sensitive. They're very intuitive by nature, and they communicate through nonverbal body language.
They are more intuitive than most of us understand, and it takes spending a lot of time around them to understand how intuitive they are.
Horses are natural BS detectors. So when we come striding in and we say, yeah, I'm ready to work with the horse and I'm ready to go and I'm good to go, and if we don't mean it, the horse will know it. They will feel it.
The horses will read the energy of the person around them. For me personally, horses call me out on not being present. Horses ask me to slow down to spend time with them.
They interpret body language from a very intuitive space. Horses are able to read people's energy from a big distance. Often we call them giant biofeedback machines.
They have very calming energy. It's like you can feel their energy and they feel yours.
When people are feeling better simply by being with the horses, they can interact differently in their families, they can interact differently at work, they can have different kinds of conversations based from a place of response rather than reaction.
It helps us settle down, it helps us reconnect and reground and recenter ourselves so we can present a little bit more calmly, but it does add an element of empathy and compassion. And I love this quote, "Until one loves an animal, part of one's soul remains unawakened."
The Warrior Therapeutic Pack Trip is our signature program. We offer excursions for male and female veterans, first responders, and their families. We also work with organizations who serve these communities.
We developed the Warrior Pack Trip program to get veterans into the backcountry and give them a taste of the mountains and the horses and just the resetting feeling of nature that gives us a chance to come back to where we used to be.
This program puts together all of the things that are so impactful and empowering in equine therapy. We take the best of the groundwork, the mounted horse work, and combine it with the unique benefits of wilderness therapy. In its entirety, it's a 6-day trip. The first day or two is about getting to know each other, setting goals and intentions for the trip, and doing groundwork activities together with the horses.
I run a ranch in Basalt, Colorado, and we have 6 horses on the property, and we have about 100 acres. And so we are going to use the ranch that I manage to bring the veterans in on the beginning of the pack trip for horse familiarization, tack familiarization, and just get them comfortable with horses, so when we set out on the trail ride, it's not a new thing.
The next couple of days, we work with an outfitter who guides us on excursions into the Flat Tops Wilderness area. One of the biggest challenges for our veterans is missing that camaraderie, that sense of tribe or their herd. The Warrior Pack Trips help to rebuild that sense of tribe, of shared mission and purpose. At the beginning of the trip, we set out individual goals and intentions for each of our warriors. Over the course of the trip, we address these goals, helping participants process their specific challenges and provide opportunities to explore and open up areas that were previously stuck. Each Warrior Therapeutic Pack Trip has trained counselors along for the ride. An essential part of the trip is we put together a curriculum of mindfulness and self-awareness that gives us a deeper insight into ourselves and how we might want to grow and evolve moving forward. Getting out into nature, away from the noise and technology and all the news, it changes people. It creates opportunities for healing that doesn't always happen in a therapy office. You get under the blue sky and the stars, out on the trail in the wilderness, and you set up camp together, sit around a campfire and share stories together, and have an opportunity to laugh and cry and create a community of people who get each other. That kind of camaraderie changes lives. Each night, when we're done with dinner, we do camp tours, and then we have a campfire. It's an intentional campfire to reflect on the day and explore some guided questions. By the last day, our warriors generally have an idea how they want to change their lives and develop a plan to move forward with the support of their fellow pack trip mates and the Operation Equine team.
And then on the backside, we're gonna do kind of a debrief, and we're gonna get together as a group and talk about growth and then develop the community that's gonna move from the actual experience and go home with them.
It takes quite a bit of funding to make these unique, one-of-a-kind programs happen for our warriors and their families. Raising funds for the Warrior Therapeutic Pack Trip is essential to making sure these trips happen. We would be grateful for your financial support in providing these life-altering opportunities with the horses to the men and women who have given and sacrificed so much of their lives to serving our country and our communities. Some people may ask, why horses? It is one of the most relational, empowering kinds of therapy that we can do. When people walk away after being with the horses, their chins are a little higher, their shoulders are back, they're actually breathing, and they are finally relaxed. There is nothing else we'd rather be doing. It's the most rewarding thing in the world.